Eriksen, Garnacho hasn't stopped. Garnacho!
SPORTVILLE.
Eriksen, Garnacho hasn't stopped. Garnacho has scored in stoppage time! And Manchester United have nicked it!
For updates in the world of football.
Sterling for Liverpool. He's seen Henderson. Face to face with Fernandinho. Henderson! Oh, wow! Lift the Anfield roof! Company's error, yes!
Formula One.
Imka's down the inside now. Comes Carlos Sainz on Lewis Hamilton. Sainz just squeezes Hamilton, who goes over the rumble strip.
Cycling. Boxing. Basketball and lots more. Listen to us live on Sport Rush, Mondays to Fridays, 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. on Al-IyamoyeTv radio. For more inquiries, please call 0806 242 9799. Sport Rush, your everyday dose of sports.
Everyone, welcome to another day of SPORTVILLE, where we give you the latest news on sport and analyze sport generally all over the world. Today, I am YAZID TAOHEED.
Good morning to you all from this side. I am YEKINI ANUOLUWAPO.
Okay, let's start with Arsenal. He signed Declan Rice for Arsenal in summer. He was the perfect midfielder for Mikel Arteta. Declan Rice continues to be linked with a move away from West Ham United, so we simulated next season with the Englishman at Arsenal to see what could happen. The race for Declan Rice is said to be the talk of the summer transfer window, with Arsenal reportedly leading the way for his signature. Rice has established himself as one of the Premier League best midfielders over the last few seasons, so it's no surprise that the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea and Manchester United have been linked with the Englishman over some time. Why Arsenal have huge advantage over Chelsea to complete perfect £50 million Kunde? Mikel Arteta is likely to bolster his options in defense and will seek out additions capable of playing in a variety of positions. With only one game left of the 2022-2023 season, Arsenal's focus is now solely on the summer transfer window. Mikel Arteta and sporting director Edu Gaspar are tasked with the difficult task to bridging the gap between themselves and Manchester City after falling short in the Premier League title race. Guardiola explains why Arteta must sign Gundogan as Saka signs new contract. In an interview with the official Arsenal website, Mikel Arteta described Bukayo Saka contract extension as another important part of a project he is building. The Spaniard said it is great for the club that Bukayo has extended his contract. Retaining our best young talent is key to our continued progress, and Bukayo represents such an important part of our squad now and for the future.
Let's start from Flying Eagles. Under 20 World Cup, Sanusi expects tough battle against Italy and Brazil. Nigeria Football Federation Secretary General Mohamed Sanusi has made it clear that they are expecting a tough game against Italy and Brazil. Sanusi, who was in attendance when the Flying Eagles defeated the Dominican Republic 2-1. The next two games will be much tougher and expected the Flying Eagles to show tougher things as well, he said. NFL, Nigerian Football Federation sacked coach Salisu Yusuf and Nduka Igbadi. The Nigerian Football Federation has relieved coach Salisu Yusuf and Nduka Igbadi of the job respectively. Salisu and Igbadi were relieved of their duties following their respective team performance in recent outing. Their sack was made public by NFF President Ibrahim Busau in a chat with pressman yesterday in Abuja. The Nigeria under-23 team, handled by Yusuf, failed to qualify for the African Cup of Nations and as a result will not be part of the next Olympic football events. On the other hand, the Golden Eaglets were knocked out of the FIBA Under-17 African Cup of Nations in the last 8, which consequently cost the team a chance to qualify for the Under-17 World Cup.
Mauricio Pochettino has 3 Dusan Vlahovic alternatives as Chelsea prepare £130 million transfer plan. The Blues are considering improving the striker options this summer after struggling in front of goal this season. Chelsea are in need of a rework of their firepower in the final third over the summer. The Blues have been disappointing in nearly all areas throughout the 2022-2023 campaign, but the issues in attack are possibly the most alarming. With that being the case, they take a look at three strikers Chelsea could sign instead of Vlahovic, the likes of Victor Osimhen, Kane, and Kolo Muani. Those are the three strikers alternatives for Chelsea to sign next season. Napoli president ADL draws big ends for Chelsea attacker Pulisic. Chelsea's forward Christian Pulisic faces a summer that will reshape his career. The winger has been on periphery of the first team for the Blues despite their attacking woes this season. Pulisic, who had a decent World Cup with the United States, is likely to move on to another club for the regular first team football. One club that may be a possibility, especially if we are to lose one or two first team starters, is Serie A champions Napoli.
Senegal under 17 AFCON. U17 AFCON, dollar reign for victorious Senegal team. The team emerged as the winner of 2023 under 17 African Cup of Nations in Nigeria after they defeated the junior class Lions of Morocco 2-1 in the final. They returned home last week and they were well received by the president, who rewarded the team $17,000 for their effort. Now to Chelsea woman, Chelsea set to see off competition from Real Madrid and Bayern Munich to sign PSG defender Ashley Lawrence. Blues have reached an agreement to sign the Canada international when her contract in the French capital expires in summer. The 27-year-old fullback will reportedly pen a 3-year contract with Emma Hayeside. She will become the club's third new arrival, following the captures of midfielders Joe Nusker and goalkeeper Nicky Everett. Now to Manchester United. Manchester United have run out of patience with Anthony Martial and will sell the Frenchman this summer after a blank manager Eric Ten Hag when he was subbed off during crucial win over Bournemouth. The Dutch manager revealed Martial eventually returned to the bench at Bournemouth, having walked straight down the tunnel in frustration. Still on Manchester United. Manchester United will have to pay £22 million to Bayern Munich to sign Marcel Sabitzer on permanent deal, but talk are on hold over loan amid uncertainty over ownership situation at Old Trafford.
Kante call awaits with release list, said as Manchester United in talks for transfer. Chelsea are expected to let fans know who has been retained and who has been released in the coming weeks as the end of the season list is revealed, as well as a group of young players that could be on their way out due to expiry contracts. We have Dennis Zakaria and Joao Felix, who both be returning to their parent club after loan spells at Stamford Bridge. The biggest decision that is so far undecided is N'Golo Kante. The 32-year-old is yet to renew his deal and will be able to leave the club for free once his contract expires. Manchester United talks. L'Equipe, Neymar is in talks to sign Neymar, as well as several other English clubs make their interest known to the Brazilian. The 31-year-old has long been a target for Chelsea, and the arrival of Todd Boehly only enhanced the feeling that a true attempt would be made to secure his signature. It is said that a loan move would suit Eric Ten Hag men, whereas Paris Saint-Germain are pushing for a permanent deal this summer, as Neymar only has 2 years left on his deal in the French capital. The ex-Manchester United manager Ferguson gives a pep talk to say before Premiership final. Proud Nottingham Sir Alex Ferguson visited Silk Sharks yesterday in a bid to share his wisdom as the club prepare for their first Premiership final in 17 years. The legendary former Manchester United manager went to Carrington to meet Alex Sanderson's squad ahead of their showdown with Saracens at Twickenham on Saturday and told them, "You are not there to enjoy it, you are there to win."
Now to Tottenham Hotspur. And Slot said he became new Tottenham manager with talks to negotiate £10 million paying out exit set for tomorrow with Mino Raiola here. Rafaela Pimenta and his first target is a £40 million star. Slot is expected to bring his number 2 Christian Marino Pozic with him, and Sport will join Liverpool in the chase for £40 million, rated Feyenoord midfielder Okom Koku, who is wanted at the first signing of the Slot era.
Okay, let's take a short break from here. When we get back from the break, we introduce our main analyst. to analyze some football talks going on right now. Thank you. Welcome back to SPORTVILLE on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio, and our male analyst in our midst.
Good morning to viewers out there. I'm Shirley Moshood, SMD Sports. Thank you for watching SPORTVILLE at Al-IyamoyeTv and radio.
Okay, let me direct this question to you personally. Okay, we are already moving to the summer transfer window where many teams have been bidding for players and all around, and we have heard that Chelsea wants to sign Neymar. But there is a possibility that Chelsea signs Neymar. There's also a possibility that Chelsea needs a striker, either Osimhen, Harry Kane, or Kolomwani, a part of what they might end up getting this season. As you know, Chelsea are just buying everyone. Now, who do you see are the most appropriate players Chelsea should get into the squad to bolster their performance next season?
Apparently, let's look at the first striker that has been linked to Chelsea. We have the like of Harry Kane, which I think he has only 10% assurance that he can join Chelsea. But if you look at the past working relationship with the soon-to-be coach of Chelsea, Mauricio Pochettino, he has a good relationship with Harry Kane. Even though Harry Kane is still glamoring that he didn't know why Tottenham Hotspur stacked Mauricio Pochettino. But I think it's just around 10% because the rivalry between Chelsea and Tottenham might prevent Harry Kane and joining Chelsea. But age-wise, let's look at age-wise of Harry Kane. Harry Kane is 29 years of age. The age is still at the peak of his career. But will Harry Kane fit into profile of Chelsea? The like of players at Chelsea disposal? Will Chelsea be able to play a counter-attack football, which is very common between Harry Kane and Son Heung-min at Tottenham Hotspur? That is not yet to be known. Let's look at Kolomwani. I see Kolomwani as not a finished article. Kolomwani is just it's just a very fair of a finished article. Let's look at his performance at World Cup. He doesn't really play well at World Cup, not until final when he was brought in. Let's look at the last chance Kolomwani saw against Milan Martinez. That chance, let's say as if that chance is the only chance that Chelsea see or saw that will make them qualify for Champions League. Will he miss to such a good chance like that? Kolomwani is just being, let's say, overrated. How many goals has he scored for Eintracht Frankfurt this season? Like 10 goals, 12 goals. Chelsea need a striker that can score like 25 goals. Let's say in EPL, they can score 25 goals in EPL. It's been long Chelsea has have such a striker. Maybe in the likes of Didier Drogba, the era of Didier Drogba. Since Didier Drogba's departure at Chelsea, Chelsea has not had a striker that will score 25 goals. Or 20 goals in a season. Go and look at the start. The likes of Radamel Falcao, Alvaro Morata, Romelu Lukaku. Okay, sorry, Diego Costa. Diego Costa has really he has tried to surpass that scoring record. Aside from Diego Costa, all of that striker that Chelsea has been bringing in, which of them has scored more than 20 goals or 20 goals, 12 goals, 15 goals? So column 1 doesn't fit into the bracket of striker that Chelsea needs. Let's look at Victor Osimhen. My thought is between Victor Osimhen and Dusan Vlahovic. Now, Victor Osimhen. Will Victor Osimhen be able to replicate the form he is now at Napoli, at Chelsea? Let's forget Victor Osimhen being a Nigerian. Let's forget us being his fan. Let's forget that because I know if Victor Osimhen really joined Chelsea, most Manchester United fan, Arsenal fan, Man City fan will support Chelsea in any match because of Victor Osimhen. Go and look at when Igalo was at Man U. Most teams supported Igalo because of Man U, because of Odion Igalo. Now Victor Osimhen, an African player, will he not be disturbed? Will he not have a dip in form when they get to England? That is one point. Will injury crisis will not deepen Victor Osimhen's performance? Now let's look at last season. What was Victor Osimhen's performance with Napoli? Was he able to score more goals? Not until this season. Very fantastic player, one-on-one, very good, fantastic header, very, very good at it. But can he single-handedly win a match if Napoli doesn't have the like of Kvaratskhelia, Lorenzo at the front line? Absolutely no. Single-handedly. Although he has already did such in this season against AS Roma, whereby he take on Chris Smalling and blast the ball inside the net. Let's look at Dusan Vlahovic. Very good player, 22 years of age. Victor Osimhen, 23 years of age. 1 year difference. The kind of profile Dusan Vlahovic get as in half for Chelsea. I have a chance to look at Dusan Vlahovic profile day for yesterday. I saw this man, the replicate of Erling Haaland. The physique is there. It's a left-footed striker. When you get to dead ball specialists as well, free kicks, is always there. Inside the box, is always there. My own advice for Chelsea, for Chelsea board, is to evaluate, call Mauricio Pochettino. Let me evaluate what he loves between the both players. But to me, I could advise Chelsea to go for the striker. I'll advise them to go for Dusan Vlahovic because it will not cost much for Chelsea like Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen, £130 million, Africa player, not even an Africa player. Will he be able to overcome the cost of 9 jersey at Chelsea? I will advise Chelsea to go for Dusan Vlahovic.
Okay. Says he advises Chelsea to go for Dusan Vlahovic as their striker option. Okay, let me quickly bring this up. Haaland has been very, very fantastic this season for Manchester City. Do you see the same consistency for next season, or it just has a lock for this season?
Let's look at Haaland's performance at Borussia Dortmund. Let's look at his performance at Salzburg. Mode. I don't think Haaland will be a season wonder in April. Before the start of the season, people start saying Haaland always stay inside the box, looking for crosses for De Bruyne and the likes. Now, at the second half of the season, if we evaluate Haaland's performance very well, for example, let's look at Man City against Arsenal. Maybe Man City defeated Arsenal 4-1. Go and look at the contribution of Haaland in that particular match. I think he had 2 assists and he scored. Go and look at his all-round play coming from the box of Man City into central midfield and dribbling the likes of Gabriel Magalhaes, putting it in counter-attack. It means his style of play has really changed. Despite Man City's style of play really changed this season as well, because Man City we know before, we knock you, we play tiki-taka inside the box. before they can play to a striker. Now Man City has been a team that will play from the center back to the midfield, knock. At the end of the day, when they get to the edge of the box, they make it crosses to Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland next season will still be able to replicate this season performance, but might not be up to scoring hat-tricks as it's called. It's because most teams will be ready for Erling Haaland next season. Mind you, this season, the only trophy Chelsea can go on with this season is Erling Braut Haaland. Chelsea is the only team in England that Erling Braut Haaland did not score. So Erling Haaland next season will still be able to replicate the scoring form next season, but might not be able to replicate these hat-tricks that is called this season.
Okay, still on Erling Haaland, do you see him taking on the Ballon d'Or?
He has the chance if Man City were able to get the Champions League trophy. But let's look at the players that are very close to Erling Braut Haaland, likes of Kylian Mbappe, Neymar da Silva Jr. has been injured. Let's look at the likes of this guy Robert Lewandowski, age-wise, Karim Benzema, De Bruyne, Vinicius Jr. Which amidst them perform better than Erling Braut Haaland this season? When you talk of a striker, you evaluate a striker with goals, not with dribbling. Now let's look at when Cristiano Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or 2008-2009 season. He won the English Premier League and he won the Champions League. Only 2 trophies. Now Erling Braut Haaland at the verge of having treble this season. In my own opinion, if he's able to get the Champions League trophy, I think Erling Braut Haaland has 80% chance if there's no this particular robbery that we know
that was what I was about to
Ballon d'Or for.
If it is fair.
If it is free and fair, like the analysts people are now bringing out in terms of Victor Osimhen and Riyad Mahrez. So me as Erling Braut Haaland has 80% chance of getting England another Ballon d'Or. 80% chance.
80% chance. Okay. Thank you, our sports analyst, ASM the Sport. Please say goodbye to our viewers out there.
Thank you, viewers. Thank you for watching our SPORTVILLE at Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Keep watching Al-IyamoyeTv and radio all our programs. My name is Suleiman Shewali Moshid, ASM the Sport. Don't forget to share all our programs. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Okay, that was a wonderful talk with our main analyst, ASM the Sport. It was a very deep one. Hope to continue on this tomorrow and keep on giving to you guys necessary news and thoughts you need on sports all over the world. Come to the end of SPORTVILLE today on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Don't forget to like, follow, share, and comment on all our programs on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all the social medias. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the notification bell for more interesting programs like this. I still remain here at the top here.
And I am YEKINI.
Tell you and goodbye.